Hi guys, welcome to Lorien Gaming's YouTube channel, where I'm pretty sure we're probably close to the end now, or we're getting close to the end of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which was just released. I don't know when this video is going out, so I'm going to say a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, I don't know. But yeah, if you haven't got your hands on it, then I highly recommend it. It's such a good game. Best Tomb Raider game we've had in a very, very long while, and that's saying something. So, yeah, so we've just had quite a few epic scenes. So if this is your first video, then I would definitely say you need to go back and watch from the beginning. You shouldn't be watching from here.
The stone faces have
because
always
there's so
been
much you'll miss
Sarah's
otherwise.
obsession. Most people come here looking for treasure, but not Sarah. She just wants answers.
Have you been friends a long time?
Since we were kids. She was the nerd, I was always skipping school and stealing my grandma's RV. Once in a while, I could convince Sarah to come with me. Usually if some kind of ruins were involved. Those were the best times.
I have a feeling she and I will get along.
Abby, ¿puedes ayudarme con esto? Está dañado.
Espere. ¿Usted es la tal Lara Croft?
I am.
La reconozco por la foto. ¿Qué es lo que busca en este lugar?
I'm following a riddle. The heart of the serpent is in the cup near the many stone faces.
¿Los rostros de piedra? Estoy aquí por lo mismo.
I don't want to step on your toes. It's the serpent in the cup I'm really looking for.
Bueno, puedo decirle que han estado aquí por lo menos 400 años. Según documentos de la biblioteca, son guardianes. La leyenda dice que custodian una cripta secreta.
A crypt?
Nunca nadie la ha encontrado. Como se imaginará, eso es lo que vuelve locos a los cazadores de tesoros. Pero si la infame Lara Croft es tan lista como dicen, bueno, si logra encontrarla, me haría un favor.
You think I should start at the library?
Sí, está por el cementerio. Es uno de los edificios más antiguos de aquí. No olvide darme crédito si encuentra algo.
Thank you. I will.
Where did Nana go? She went up here, didn't she?
Abby's friend mentioned a crypt somewhere around the library. I'll meet you there.
I'm actually heading for. Oh, I'm heading in the right direction.
So there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why
Of course,
secret?
it's a secret.
If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help. Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right?
How depressing
Jonah,
letting a
I
library
feel
go to
something.
this
We're
sort of
getting
ruin.
close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez. And under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings.
These notes were written by the founder of the Sector 7. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
"25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him, so I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces. This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century.
Don't really know what I'm looking for right now, but
The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart, I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors.
wonder if it's that first one.
The door closed and a silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. "I found it," he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room, walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it.
Go upstairs quick and have a look.
All full up, can't carry anymore.
Another letter. You could just pick it up, Lara. You don't have to rip the wall apart.
26th of December, 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. "This is where we were meant to be," he said, a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. "We will spread the true word of God from this small mission," he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. "We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box." Jonah, this book describes a stranger's arrival at the mission. He founded the Sect of Seven. Maybe that was Lopez.
Like on the pamphlet. We must be getting close. We should keep looking.
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother James were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament: the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns.
Learning something new every day. I do love picking this sort of stuff up. I mean, and apologies if you don't like reading all this, you prefer all the action or whatever, but, you know, my playthrough, my rules. I actually walked up to this. This must be something.
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse.
I'm liking how calm this is right now. I'm assuming it's not going to be for long, but...
Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the 3 of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, de la Cruz had recruited a workforce of 3 dozen. They have prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother de la Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well. Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died. More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way.
Fair enough. Yep. I was going to say, can't jump through the floor. Damn it. I've looked in all the rooms now. I don't think there's any more cracks in the wall that I haven't missed. Go back downstairs maybe.
This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission.
I want to see the picture. Nothing here, no. What would have done over here? Nothing over here. Nope. So nothing upstairs, so I need to go back down. See what we can find. to
There's
this
a
one
whole mural
before?
under here. Veracruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are just stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere. When we find the box, how do we get the key back from Dominguez?
We'll find a way. And under his wings you may seek refuge.
Etzley's young to have all that responsibility. Must be pretty hard for him.
I can only imagine.
See, I enjoy these sort of puzzles. Other people may find them boring, but I like them. I like finding all the notes and stuff. I wonder how much the
Found something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
That actually worked.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads.
Thanks.
Station 2. Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem habitis.
Walk while you have the light.
it's got to be this, isn't it? I was just saying, I wonder how many of the things that Lara spouts off actually are true.
That did it.
Because I know they did a lot of historical research for this game.
I wouldn't want
a
to
lot
be
of
buried in
crosses.
here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you,
Sounds like a hint.
or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty. I'll give you a boost.
Don't break her arm off.
Hey, it worked. The light leads.
Again, apologies for the cough, guys. I'd hope it'd clear up by the time I finish this game, but I don't think it's going to.
What happened to these people?
It looks like the light activated something.
you alright? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these frescoes. There's a woman in this one. Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky. It looks like he's accepting the cross here.
So then what do I do? Ah, okay.
These people look like they were tortured. Hung up in the ceiling.
I don't think this was just a crypt.
Could it be that one? No, it can't be that one. It can't be the other one because that's when he met his mother and that was in the previous room, wasn't it? I'll just see what happens. Okay, not that one then.
This must be Station 4. Let's have a look at these frescoes.
So remind myself. So this is him
It
accepting
looks
the
like
cross.
he's accepting the cross here.
No, get off.
Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky. There's a woman in this one.
So it must be that one then.
These people look like they were tortured. Hung up in the ceiling.
I don't think this was just a crypt. I'll get it.
Station 5. Jesus falls a second time.
That's very Indiana Jones.
Laura, is that what I think it is?
The Stations of the Cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick?
This must be Station 6.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh.
It's disturbing. Right.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet.
They're carrying him.
That's so grim.
They're lifting
This
him.
is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
She's wiping his face, I think.
That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
Jesus, nailed to the cross. Think he's taking up the cross. He's carrying the cross.
So we need to get the light reflected in here. And then reflect it onto one of these three. So, I'm trying to remember what the. Have a look at that thing. Where is it? The pamphlet. There you go.
Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Crucified and then entombed. So it'll be that one. So
What's the first step of the crucifixion?
Not sure. Maybe it's on that pamphlet.
don't give me clues.
Think
It
he's
just makes-
taking up the cross.
He's taking up the cross.
He's carrying the cross.
That's no good because there's no light on it.
They're lifting him. They're carrying him.
Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. I forgot I got them out. Meh. Well, at least I know it's not that one. Right.
Looks Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
So I think it must be the middle one.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion of mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet.
Let me have another look. I don't have to scroll through absolutely everything.
John. Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
I think it's definitely that one.
That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
I think it's the end one.
What's the first step of the crucifixion?
Maybe it's in the pamphlet.
What are you doing? There you go.
They're carrying him.
Oh, for God's sake. Ugh.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks. So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion of mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet.
Oh, that's that one.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
I got one right! Yay!
What the hell happened here?
has had his disciple wall him in and then... bang.
No witnesses.
The box of Yisha. Only the hands of the Righteous One may seize destiny from mine.
I guess it's you then.
He led us on this goose chase. He sabotaged every clue.
All to keep this box from Trinity.
And the people of Paititi. He was totally consumed by it.
Oh, great. We can just assume that Jonah got out okay. Ugh.
Where is she?
I don't know.
I just need the box.
Fuck you!
Well, I guess we're done here. Stop!
Let him go! Release him, and I will give you the box.
Lara, what are you doing?
I've lost enough people.
I know you have. Your father was brilliant.
He was taken from me before I could know.
He was my friend. But he was obsessed, relentless.
You didn't know him.
He refused to see the potential for destruction in his work. He had to be stopped.
You had him killed.
He was going to lead the public to Paititi. everything I love, everything I fought for. My world would have been destroyed.
And what about my world?
You can't think it's the same.
It is to a 9-year-old girl. I was a child.
There was too much at stake. An entire civilization, hundreds of years of independence, thousands of lives. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. It's not too late. You can honor Unuratu and restore the sun.
No. The threat must be removed.
You're a low, selfish, murdering coward.
And you, Lara? How many lives have you ended? Hmm? In pursuit of what? Lara! Go! Stop him!
What the hell?
That Rourke? Running past just now? Yeah. Think we should call him? Hell no. If there's any change in our status, he'll tell us.
Right.
Back to Ken, and it's all
I
over.
think I'm going to leave it here just before I get into a shit show of a fight. So because I'm overrunning already. So yeah, I'll leave it here. If you enjoyed that, I thought that was a really, really good episode actually. So yeah, leave a like.
But sir,
Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. One, it helps us out, and it also means that you don't miss out on any of the episodes we do. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well if you haven't already. And I think with that, I will say have a good one, guys, and I will see you in the next video.